to play. So
Well, people, what's it, Madam Mayor, the people appreciate what is taking place there because when you have businesses starting, that means your population is going to increase also.
yes, yeah, and we're working with the department, the apartments owners. We have Versailles, uh, Pleasant View Gardens, uh, North Winds, Park Ridge. We're working with these owners to ensure that the apartments are very habitable for people to live in and live in comfortably. So all around, we're just working to keep our city moving forward.
Also, Mayor, I know one of the things that we on the last time we had talked a little bit about the makeup of the city council. Is that how is the makeup? Is that change any? Any new members on that?
Well, the council in Ward 1 and Ward 2 and Ward 3, everything is equal. We have an African American and a white person serving in each ward. But on February the 7th, a group of citizens got together to recall one of the council people in Ward 2. So on September the 7th, there will be a vote to whether or not she's going to continue in that seat or she's going to be removed from that seat. So
well, I know I can talk about it a little bit. Okay, that was in the papers. What was shared that that particular person, okay, was very abusive to the city manager in public.
yes,
And that was, I mean, you can always have the discussion in private, but it shouldn't be out. It shouldn't be in public, okay? And how long has she been on the council?
this is her second term. She's in her second term.
Okay, okay. And now that you are for reelection, now when is that actually? When would that date actually take place?
I'm up for reelection. The polls open at 6 a.m. on April the 4th, 2023, and close at 7 o'clock p.m. So that's the voting date, April the 4th, 2023. And when you're a registered voter of Ferguson, you can vote at any polling place in Ferguson. So the election is April the 4th, 2023.
And also, Madam Mayor, between now and then, correct me on something I like. I mentioned that the terms in Ferguson, they're for 3-year terms or 4-year terms.
The terms are 3 years. I can serve three-year terms. That's a total of 9 years. I'm going into my second term. When I be elected again on April 4th, 2023, I'll be entering my second term.
Okay. And does that same thing hold true for the council members also?
Yes, they have the same term limits. They can serve 3 years consecutively, which is 9 years also.
Now you said consecutive, okay? Just hypothetically speaking, okay? Let's say the former mayor or decide he want to run again for the council.
No, they normally don't do that.
Okay. So in terms of so now if they quit in advance, that the lady that's about to be recalled, if she's recalled, she still have 1 term left. Am I right?
Right. If they don't recall her, she still have 1 term left.
Okay. I'm well, what I learned about politics, okay, the rules make a lot of difference, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You
gotta follow the rules.
And I guess that brings me, okay, if you're in this country, if you're watching the TV around politics, all okay, We all been watching. I'm sure some of us have the uh, the, uh, the race the, to elect the Speaker of the House. It's been done. Go ahead.
They, Friday night, I believe they were on round 10. They had 10 rounds and they hadn't elected a Speaker at all.
Well, right now they did on round 15. Okay, during that time period, I was excited myself to see that we had a black lady that was the person that was actually running the whole show.
Yes.
George Johnson from Louisiana, by the way. Okay, and she did an excellent job in my opinion. And sometimes I thought she was partial when they were trying to, to hold the vote open. Sometimes, with that tradition, they do that. But watching some of the people who actually got a mirror almost came to blow. It was just amazing. Okay, now that's why I'm bringing it up. Okay, mainly we said because in your case there in Ferguson, we got like a president of the council, and so there are rules, okay, that he or she has to follow, and
exactly.
then negotiate on how that takes place. And so most of the fight the last couple of days have been about the rules that people want to have different committees behind the scenes. So what are your thoughts about, as you see as this has played out, okay, in plain sight? It's been unbelievable.
It is. The government had to stop until we find a Speaker of the House. So they were jockeying for positions and not worrying about the citizens of the United States.
Egos.
Right. Nothing but ego.
When we talk about that, that's like Ferguson shutting down for a whole week. You know what I mean? What would happen?
The people wouldn't stand for it because the people call City Hall every day. Some people come up there every day, shutting the city down for a whole week. Ooh, that's a lot. We didn't even shut down during COVID. We went to shorter hours, and we had the staff to rotate more. One would come in from like 9 to noon, and the other would come in from noon to 5. So it's always somebody in the office. So, but the United States government, they didn't think that way. They were like, if we can't get who we want when we want, we're just going to keep on rolling as and just leave the United States without a government.
Yeah, but thank God, we were able to see, that the president and the speaker, I guess the minority leader in the House, McConnell, they were down at a bridge that was actually about to be rebuilt, and it came from the President Biden did, if you're not aware, he passed the first time in over 50 years, probably longer than that some of these bridges that we have, bridges and highways here, have not been repaired since then.
Right.
And that means the highway that we travel, people not aware that the first federal highway, which is Highway 70, actually begun right here in St. Louis, right out here in St. George County. That was the start of that deal over almost 60 years ago. And so in that time period, Highway 70 has not had any major improvements, across the country. All the bridges that were built, I mean, some bridges are really in bad shape. Some are falling down. And so right now we saw this past week, okay, with him in McConnell, that they were actually about to build a new bridge. And that's probably what I've been told, one of the biggest bridges in the whole country.
Yeah, our bridges are in bad shape. It's a shame we have to get to this point. But I'm listening.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, there was a lot of improvements, that came in that bill. Did those things affect Ferguson?
Oh, of course, the transportation bill, the infrastructure bill, yeah. It will come down, it'll come down from the state to the county to us. So all the municipalities should benefit from the infrastructure bill. And there are some other grants that municipalities can apply for on their own too. So we'll get our share.
Well, I mean, and that's money, okay. How did you guys come out, okay, in the COVID relief money? Did you get it from that?
Yeah, we did. We had to do some income recovery with the ARPA funding. We are working on better lighting in the neighborhood. Each homeowner in Ferguson can get a matching grant. They do over $1,000 worth of work to exterior to their home. The $300,000 we set aside for exterior improvement. That's all they have to do is show that, with a receipt that they spend this money on the exterior of their home, and they get $1,000 to match it.
Excuse me, Mayor. This is Scott. I was just wondering if there's a place on the online that people can learn about this.
Yeah, it's on the Ferguson website.
Okay, thank you.
It's on the Ferguson website, and it's the Ferguson Neighborhood Improvement Program is doing that with ARPA dollars.
Great, because I just became a real estate agent, and I'm sure that would be very interesting to my clients.
It is. It is very interesting and easy for them to qualify for it too.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, see, Mayor, I guess that's something we're talking about. Tell about some of the other benefits that businesses have when they move to Ferguson also. If you got so many businesses that move out there, there got to be a reason for people coming there.
Oh, wherever people keep moving here because we work to be neighbors to each other, and that's the most important thing. You want to live in a neighborhood where it may be an old saying, but you want to live in a neighborhood where everybody know your name, and you do. So the neighborhoods, we have really nice neighborhoods. The school system is good. The Ferguson Florissant School District is, it's very good here. We have a library for the children, and the library does great work working with our children. Churches, we have so many different churches that worship under different religions, so it's a place for all. You can find something here in Ferguson that you would like, that will want you to stay. Even if you like these big century homes, we do have those too.
Well, one thing is okay that you mentioned there, that everybody knows your name, but that means that the children being raised in those neighborhoods don't have, somebody looking out this city because business to raise a kid. And I do know, okay, in Ferguson, that you guys have a lot of programs through your recreation department. You got a new recreation department. One of your jewels in there is a lake. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we have an excellent Parks and Recreation Department. We have a fishing derby with
we're working on it. We're working on that. We're working on it. Okay. We gotta call and get a date.
Right. We usually have a fantastic fishing derby where the children who have never had an opportunity to learn how to fish get an opportunity to learn how to fish. And if they even catch a fish, they still will be rewarded for that. So that is a great program for our young people who want to learn how to fish. And then we have this big old October Spook Fest that goes on for the kids for Halloween.
Oh, wow.
And we do lighting up the Christmas tree. the Saturday or the Sunday before Christmas at the 501 Plaza. They just had a big winter palazzo for the kids. They can ride the carriage around the Ferguson Community Center, take pictures with Santa Claus. So we make certain that we have something for every age kid. So that's a big plus. That Ferguson Recreation Department is really good.
Well, and it's getting better. That's a good part about
it. It keeps the families together.
You know, one of the things, okay, the lake that you have there is really a good walking path also for people who like to walk.
Yes. And then, we do have a program that they do every Saturday morning when the weather permits is walk around Ferguson. And they select a place where they're going to walk, and they just walk around Ferguson.
Wow, okay. You know, Mayor, one of the things everything that you're describing there tells you that you have a community that's safe, that people feel they're comfortable walking their streets. I mean, that the police department is doing their job, and that they have no problem, bringing their kids out, taking them, together and stuff. And that is a blessing all by itself.
It is. It truly, truly, it is.
And I think that's the thing that I just like about Ferguson, okay? That since I call it what took place years ago with Michael Brown, but that changed the whole world. Everybody in the whole world was talking about Ferguson, Missouri, and now they talk about Ferguson now, and they come there. I meet people all the time. They just amazed, okay, how beautiful Ferguson is.
Right. People are amazed.
And you just mentioned there earlier on that there's a grant that you can work with Mayor Jones and Mayor, well, she's going to get me, the mayor of Ennis.
Yolanda Austin.
I wouldn't call it by first name, okay, Yolanda. Mayor Austin, okay. No, her and her husband and I go back to high school there. We take football together, so that.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Chico was a center. I was a tackle, and all that good stuff. So we take on the line together. We were twins by way back then. So and also, my son is also in politics. Also, he ran for county council.
Yeah, Terry right now. He is the city administrator for Delwood.
Yeah, he's a very active young man in the community, and matter of fact, he's doing great things. Matter of fact.
Yes, he is active in the community.
And another thing I'm excited about that in that corridor, okay, we didn't mention the Mayor of Bellefontaine neighbors. Also, a good friend of ours, the Rev over there, he's been in this community also. Mayor Pearson.
Oh yeah, Mayor Pearson. He's not too far. His church is in Delwood, and he is the mayor of Bellefontaine Neighbors. He had been doing a great work in Bellefontaine Neighbors and pastoring his congregation. So he has been doing great.
Yes. That little quarter, okay. Now she said they didn't want to call it because the inner ring around St. Louis. It's been doing great.
Yeah, and our congresswoman, she just got reinstalled. Yeah, her inauguration. So we are doing good in Ferguson. We're doing good in St. Louis. Can we do better? Of course we can do better. But in the meantime, we're going to continue to work together to keep moving forward.
Well, one of the things, Mayor, that we can always do better, okay, that's when we all work together.
Right.
And that's the thing, as long as we work together, we're going to help each other, like I said, no one is a mountain by themselves.
Exactly.
And I think I have to commend you, okay? You kind of stepped into a city that was really, I can't say it was in decline, it was like somewhat, in stress, so to speak, about the future of Ferguson. Even right now on West Florissant Avenue, that the grant that you guys got, so we had that whole stretch there. It's like the front door for down this way, for Jennings, okay, for Ferguson, Dalewood, and all those. Matter of fact, it's actually the highway really to North County.
Right. It's going to be a different stretch than West Florissant corridor.
So you got any plans you can share with us so far that's in the possibility?
Could you repeat that?
Do you have any plans you can share with us? Any improvements that you guys got thinking about doing?
No, not yet.
Okay, you get that one, huh? Well, one of the good things, okay, we know that HIPAA's on the way, because one of the things that whole quarter right now has been really about getting rebuilt, a lot of the business there. And when people saw on TV, they died by that. Now you don't see that anymore. It's all built up, it's all peaceful. And, and the good part about that, how are you in the county council getting, how does they work with the person, okay?
Yeah, you talk about Wesley. He's the county prosecutor. He's doing a great job. He has a program that he has set out for first offenders, getting him rehabilitated. So he has success rate with that.
Oh, yeah.
So
and
he's doing good.
He was just reelected also.
Yes, his inauguration is Tuesday at the county building on Central Avenue in the courtyard. So we're just excited he was reelected.
Yeah.
And then we have go ahead.
Obviously, if you're not aware, okay, Wesley Bell was also a councilman in Ferguson, Missouri.
Yes, he was he was the councilman for Ward 3 in Ferguson. And he ran for prosecuting attorney from that seat as the council person. So that was a big plus. He did a phenomenal job, and he helped with the consent decree. So he did good.
Okay, so right now, okay, what about the county council executive? How are you getting along with Ferguson?
The county executive, he's good. He's good with Ferguson. We got a meeting coming up, so he's good with Ferguson. Our county councilwoman, Retta Days, she's good. She's always in the area. She come out to different meetings, so she's good. We have a good group of people representing us in St. Louis County.
Well, see, that's a good thing is to have those relationships. Everybody's on the same page, And matter of fact, county council, he just got reelected by the way. Matter of fact, he was just on our show back in October. Right? We've been working together. Matter of fact, we will be sometime in the near future with him also, because he wants to hear commerce, do some things in North County, and they're dealing with broadband and stuff like that. So we're excited, okay, about working with him also.
Right. It's moving forward.
So right now, Mayor Jones, as you look back, okay, what would you think would be your most happiest accomplishment that you're most proud of?
As I look back, what would be the most happiest accomplishment that I've done thus far, and I think is the most happiest thing to me is when we cut the ribbon on the brand new park for the children in Ward 3 who've been underserved. That's the most happiest thing. They have a playground, they have a swing set, they have a shelter to barbecue and do different things. So they have a nice place to play.
For people not aware of, okay, there was a piece of land that was given to you guys early on, okay. I mean, we first started fundraising for that with I can't pronounce her name. I'm not one.
Phaedra from the Emerson Family YMCA.
Yeah, right.
It was a collaborative effort.
Right.
All the unions came out and put installed the playground. The carpenter union, they built the shelter house to be there. They did everything. Millstone Weber, the contractors that work with MoDOT, they put in the walking path. Emerson donated an easement to their land. So it was a collaborative effort, and everyone worked well together to get that park where it is today.
As a matter of fact, it actually grew in Emerson. Actually grew a little bit more, okay, with Emerson made more available.
Right.
More accessible, I should say.
Yeah, it's more accessible. It's the land that the easement that Emerson provided is more accessible. And the seniors get out there in the morning and they walk the walking path, and that's good. The people getting used to that area. And we got the land from St. Louis County just for trustee filing fees. So that was a big plus for St. Louis County to invest in the city of Ferguson in Ward 3.
And also, people got aware, okay, one of the oldest businesses in St. Louis, Emerson Electric, is sort of move around a little bit. Tell us a little about that, possibly.
Moving around?
No, I'm not moving. No, they were Emerson now is owned, so they kind of sold most of the company to another company right now. And
Emerson, you're talking about Emerson. Well, Emerson's still going to be here for the next 5 years. They still going to be here. They sold a portion of their company to Blackstone. And Blackstone is coming in, and Emerson will still be here for 5 years. So we're still talking with Emerson. So it's going to be okay.
Okay. Well, that's one thing I was concerned about. They've been there, I mean, oh my God, for years and years.
Yeah, Emerson been there for years and years and years.
Well, I cannot imagine, I cannot imagine just going down West Ross and not seeing that sound.
Yeah, they're still going to be here for the next 5 years. They just sold a portion of their company off.
Well, that's a good thing to know. That was a great thing to know. Because I was kind of concerned about it a little bit, how that would affect, matter of fact, they make a lot of jobs, a lot of tax revenue through Ferguson. Now, by the way, how is the tax revenue for Ferguson, the new companies coming in, the new businesses? I imagine you guys are growing, am I right?
Yeah, we are growing, and the tax base is increasing. And so, since everyone has legalized marijuana for recreational use, we'll be able to get a 3% sales tax off that, and but it's a ballot measure that has to be put on, and it's on the April 4th ballot to vote yes on the 3% sales tax that will be put on the marijuana that will be sold from the different places, legal places here in Ferguson, and we only have one.
Okay,
yeah, we only have one, and that's Green Light on Florissant Road.
Okay, well, and so right now, another thing that's, well, this is not necessarily something that we can deal with one-on-one here. I'm talk about it. Missouri legislature, they're back in session. Okay,
yeah, they are back in session. This is their first week.
Right. And they kind of got the committees lined up, But one of the things that's being talked about is legalize gambling and stuff like that in the state of Missouri, like betting and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, they already have the boat on the Mississippi, and there's the boat on the Missouri River. And I don't think they need any more than that now. They're doing pretty good with what they have.
Okay.
And they have the casinos down in Lee, so I think we got enough.
Okay, I was wondering because one of the things that that's most wrong right now is that around Missouri, you have most of the states that have better, and what it means actually is that you can get on football games, baseball games, and sporting events and stuff like that. And so that's a lot of revenue that's actually being lost. So I just
yeah, but I think we have enough. I think so.
okay. Well, that's why I like to know. I want everybody to have some kind of conversation about it, okay? Because it's one of the things that failed the last time out. And I guess another thing that I'd like to get your opinion on. The last time in Gift City, they got very little done, very little done. And so now we have a new attorney general that's taking over Eric Schmidt that's left. Well, I think didn't vote for him, put it like that up front, but he's our senator for the next 6 years, whether we like him or not. So,
Yes, he is our senator, whether we like it or not. And we get a new attorney general, so hopefully the House can work across the aisle with each other and get some things done.
Mm-hmm. And also the Senate also, because they was also stalled. One of the things that they were all stalled about was about over redistricting. That was a major thing last year.
Everyone had to redistrict. DC, the congressional districts had to be redistricted, the state districts, St. Louis County, all the way down to your municipalities. We all had ones that needed to be redistricted, will be redistricted. So, and we were one of the municipalities that needed to be redistricted. And so the council voted on it on Tuesday, January the 10th at 7 o'clock on the redistricting for the city of Ferguson.
Well, that's one day before my birthday.
Oh, okay, your birthday on the 11th, okay.
January 11th, I'll be all 74 years old.
Oh, well, happy birthday, happy future birthday, January 11th.
Looking forward to it. Matter of fact, on that day, I'll be getting an injection from my neck with a broken neck and all that stuff. I'm still therapy for all that stuff and going to pain management. And I just adjusted, to be alive and have friends like you, like Rhea, like Scott. I don't know how this is, who have stayed with us over the years. Because right now, one of the things that we're so blessed to have, okay, is like people.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by while we get Brother Ira back on the air. and you're on.
Welcome back to Lunch with the Missouri Latino Commonwealth. Have a little small technical difficulties there, but that's been ironed out. So far, we got Reverend Lyles, we got Scott, and we also have Mayor Jones from Ferguson, Missouri, and the illustrious mayor, I should say. And we also have Mr. Chuck DeBoe, who is now the executive CEO of the National Latino Conference. Welcome, Chuck.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
Same as you, Chuck.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here.
Well, Chuck, you remember the Mayor Jones from Ferguson, Missouri, don't you? I know you do.
Yes, sir.
Well, right now, she's been with us, for the show here, and she's going to leave in 5 minutes, okay? But Maria, Mayor Jones, since you talked to Chuck last, okay, at the National Latino Conference, we kind of reorganized a little bit, and I'm happy to announce that Chuck DeBoe is now our new CEO of the National Latino Conference. Congratulations, Chuck.
Congratulations, Chuck.
Well, thank you very much. A lot of work, a lot of responsibility, and we're up to the task, and we got plenty going.
Yes. And Mayor Jones, Chuck has been so busy in the last year, okay? And also, he got a birthday coming up sometime. When's your birthday, Chuck?
Pardon?
When is your birthday?
New Year's Eve.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
Belated happy birthday, Chuck.
Well, thank you. I'm an older man now. A little bit wise.
Mine is coming up on Wednesday, okay? And so we all are your wife, like we just said.
Yeah.
So right now, Chuck, as a head of the National Latino Conference, why don't you tell us about, let's give us a little update for what has taken place in the last year or so. Some things that have taken place.
We've renewed a lot of relationships. We've got international initiatives are strong, alive, and thriving. We had a reception with the International Trade Administration on December 14th that was very well attended, and we had representatives from Ghana, Namibia, Kenya, South Africa,
Colombia.
Definitely, but it was. I have to kind of give you the background on it. So, President Biden has this thing that he was following up from President Obama, and it was called the U.S.-Africa Leadership Summit. And they have all these African presidents come over. I think there were 44 that actually came. And they set all these meetings up for them, but the meetings are all invitational only, and they're only with Fortune 100 type companies. And there is no interaction with black business or, it may not be fair to say, but really black people. And so the Africans feel that in order to see, it's all about coming pick up your check, essentially. So each country gets about $1 billion. And come over and you kind of go through the dog and pony show, and you got USAID, and you got State Department, and you got Prosper Africa. They got all this money, but basically they just hand in it. For me, I just say it's kind of like welfare checks. So we're gonna go over there, and we're gonna listen to whatever this man got to tell us, and we're gonna play nice, and we won't talk to no black people, but we'll get our check. But then, so some of the other agencies, such as International Trade Administration and a bunch of others, were saying like, well, we ain't gotta just drink that Kool-Aid like that. And so they said, well, National Black Chamber, would you mind co-hosting an event with us? Except we don't have no money. And so we put this thing together at the last minute, and man, it was a huge success. We had some of the fashion designers from the movie Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. And you can probably go on our website and see some of the photos from it. And out of this came a new relationship that we're building with the Department of the Navy, the U.S. Navy, in that they want to do more diverse contracting. We're building a economic development initiative that's global. We've got U.S. military is short on vegetables and produce, and we're working with some of their top contractors to provide supplies from South America to supplement what they've been getting, which wasn't enough. So there's like another, I think, $5 billion right there that's already been issued in contracts. So we talked to the contractors, and they're going to give us a chance to work with the government of Colombia, which is doing reparations via the land and giving the people that get the land something to do with that land in terms of becoming commercial agricultural producers. And we've already got the clients lined up. Then we've got a trade mission going for Costa Rica here, probably near the end of February, early March. We have an alliance with the World Conference of Mayors. They have their annual conference in Orlando, Florida, January 26th through the 27th. We're going to be rolling out our national scorecard for diversity, supply, and activities within Fortune 500 companies, as well as the government. And we're launching that at the 100 Black CEOs Roundtable Fly-In, which is February 22nd through the 24th in Washington, D.C. We're going to start a series of seminars with the International Trade Administration. We're signing a memorandum of Minority Business Development Agency. We just met with Undersecretary Havens last week. They are putting a renewed effort to outreach to Black business. We had a call with the World Bank, Exim Bank yesterday, and they're doing a road show of encouraging businesses, selected type businesses that are looking to do international export and need financing to come to some selected meetings. They're making an effort to make it known that they're welcoming and willing to do business with small business, particularly Black businesses. So that kind of gets us up to February. So there's a lot going on. I got to put a report on it. I don't want to take all half. I could go on and on, but it's stuff that's just been developing, been percolating, and we've just been in the lab, keeping our focus and keeping our head down in the trench, doing what we're supposed to be doing. And lo and behold, the stars have aligned, and people are saying, you know what, we want to work with you guys. We want to recognize what you're doing. Ira, we're coming with, you've been very involved in the Blockchain Academy. We're coming with a renewed campaign on that to get these scholarships out and to go after grants. We're going to have a grant program for all our chambers that when you see something or hear something or we see something, we have a team in place that can write it and administrate it and handle your pursuit of that. We're going to have some new technical support in electronic directory that'll be linked to our website. We'll have a marketplace. We have a bunch of stuff coming. A lot of good things. And thank you, everybody, for all your support, helping us get through the past year. And we didn't miss a beat. We didn't take vacation. We expected the holiday, but we just kept working. And we're right here. We're ready. We're in the trenches.
Well, Chuck, I know one thing that I commend you on, okay, that this is every day there's something new, and it's been all been positive, okay, things that you can keep doing, and going in a upbeat direction, and keeping the morale up with the membership of the chambers, and everyone that's been excited about what's taking place.
Well, thank you. But Ira, this isn't so much buying a ticket and going in and being entertained.
Mm-hmm.
This is eat what you kill. You got to get in. You got to participate. You got to have some ideas, or at least ask some questions. And you got to suit up, dress, come to work. Let's go. The people that are with us now are with us because they were in the battlefield. We didn't necessarily put an ad in the paper and say, hey, you want to work with us? No, we went out into the battle and was just doing what we do on our own, and other people say, hey, can we team up? Can we work together? Can we do this? Can we do that? I mean, we got a strong construction piece coming. I won't mention it, but it's one of the top 3 construction companies in America. You know, and they want to do more diversity contracting. There's a thing on affordable housing that would be right up your alley, and I've been thinking about it, where they're going to build houses out of using this material that's like foam. It's kind of like, you know, did you see this thing where they're building homes now with a 3D printer? This huge.
No, I saw something about that, but I haven't got the details on it yet.
Well, the interesting point of it is, it's like you don't have to truck in bricks and cinder blocks and, you know, build like that. It's kind of liquid, and you can make it right there on the construction site, and it's got a foam or something, you know, and you just put a frame up there, and then put the foam in, and this thing dries like real quick. It's a much faster process. Anyway, they want to bring that into the I'm calling it the Municipal Economic Development Program, where we're showing the mayors on how to get more money from the federal government as funds that are available they didn't know about for things such as housing development, for building our inner cities and our communities, and then putting our businesses to work doing it.
Well, that's one thing that we saw initially when further down at Haiti was that you got to create the jobs, opportunity for our businesses, okay, for them to come in and to grow. Because we've been just somewhat locked out, and that's the thing that we were talking about early on, and now I'm happy to see it's coming on a larger scale. Because that's the future.
Absolutely. And I'm going to invite you and all our listeners from Missouri to meet up with us, either it be in Orlando at the World Conference of Mayors Convention, and then we'll have another thing in April is the Southeast Regional. And then, you know, Ira, we need to plan something for right there, wherever you can get St. Louis or Kansas City or both or whatever you want to do. But it's time to get the show on the road. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Well, I like to plan something in Kansas City right now because we got a lot of good things going on there. There's a continuation, okay, where we have been doing there, you know, and the good thing, Chuck, after COVID-19 taking place, we come back stronger, better than ever before. That's a good thing. And that's a great thing because now, you know, people right now become more aware of the international commerce, you know, multi-national commerce, you know, and we're just in the process right now, excited, you know, to start getting to work, okay, and getting things done.
Yeah, but I have to give a word of caution. Everything's not perfect. Everything is not well. We got a fire underneath our feet. We can't sit still. We can't stand still. We've got to do it. No. The economy is swinging in the wind, and the haves have, and the have-nots ain't getting. So you've got to get out here, and so that's where I'm being very careful about this navigation of Washington, of the nation's capital, because you get people that want to say things and tell you things and do this and do that, and then when you come out on the other side, you're like, wait a minute, you gave me a armful of gifts and resources and things, and I get out to the other side, none of my people can get through. You want to reach out to these businesses, but now you got all this crazy criteria. You don't pick who you want. I'm like, no, we don't work like that.
No.
You don't get to come and cherry pick who's your friend or who's not your friend. Let's play it by the book. You know, whatever rules there are. If not, then we don't need. You know, we're not going to deal with politics. We're just going to go out here and do business with each other, which is happening. One of the biggest contracts that's ever been issued to a black company by the U.S. government was done to a young black man who's about 34 years old, has an IT company, and they gave this man an $18 billion contract for cybersecurity.
Wow, yes.
For cybersecurity. And guess what he did? He came to us and said, "Can he work with us? Can we help him develop some suppliers and give some of these brothers a chance that, maybe they're in a tech lab or something and need to have their own company or need to just get a contract. But they're brilliant minds and people just need an opportunity. But you're not going to get an opportunity unless somehow somebody recognizes you or you come, as I say, come to the party. Raise your hand, which goes right to the point now. We're going to be a little bit stricter. You're either going to have to be a member or you're going to have to opt in some kind of capacity to get to any of these resources that we're working so hard to put before you.
Oh, right. Chuck, that's the thing that I've been we've been working for quite a while. But right now, Chuck, I will say this, okay? You personally have made us an attractive opportunity for people to come to. There's no spiritual about it and to make connections, okay? And they in a position to make money, which they never had opportunity to meet before. And I think that's come through the relationship that you.
I can only say that that it takes a whole team. Maybe sometimes I got my hand on the steering wheel. Maybe sometimes I'm the one that put some gas in the tank and spank that pony and get it back out there. But it's a team, and we got some good people, and it's not perfect. We're gonna have some new faces, and some of the old faces maybe needed to take a rest. But it's all good, and we're open to work with everybody. I am absolutely reiterating that we're nonpartisan, because I got news for all y'all. Whoever you voted for, hold them accountable. Let's see, because we ain't getting much from anybody, either side of it. So it's not a winning proposition as is. Now, the fact that they talk and they're kind of hearing it, they're a little scared because they know the winds are blowing, swaying back and forth. And whether it's Democrat or Republican, a lot of us really don't care anymore because it doesn't change anything. We're not watching the program. You know what happens when you get all hyped up? We're going to take this TV show, we're going to put these subject matters and do different things in it. That's fine. You got ratings. When people turn that channel, stop watching or stop paying attention, it's off the air. It's next. And that's the reality of it now. There's money out here. There's all kinds of things going on, but let's follow it. So here's one of the other things, too, that we need to be aware of. Tell us about how successful and how diverse we are with our minority spend and our minority activity. Well, guess what? Double down stock split. There's a whole lot of white people that are minorities now.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. What? Yeah, we got white folks that are minorities, and who's to say whether there's a test you can take to say, are you really LBGT? We got a lot of people saying, I'm a white woman. Yeah, but is your husband a white business too? And is it the same dollars go to the same house, really to the same address on your business address? Not to say that's good or bad, but don't say what you're doing for black people and giving it credit over there as a minority. We've been diluted, and again, that's why we're coming out with the BBE certification. You heard of MBE, for minority woman-owned. Well, now we got a Black Business Enterprise certification that's coming. We've been talking to Albert Benson. We've been talking to a lot of people about, do they feel that there's a need? Do they feel there's a recognition? Say yes, because we need to just count as accurately as we can what's really going on, so we can study the data and we can come back with the best practices or the best solutions to help everybody. It's not, we ain't crying. We ain't saying that, they're not giving the black folks a chance. Sir, are you kidding? The ones that are thriving, they didn't hear it. They don't see it like that. They just see that I've got a widget and you need to buy one, or you don't understand, but this widget will make your car go faster. Did you see this thing?
All that matters.
At the Consumer Electronics Show, they got robotic farming equipment. John Deere's out there. So they're saying they can't find enough people to work because they're fleeing from rural America, and they can't hire people to drive these tractors and do these things. So they got some that are robotic, They can work at night and they're more efficient. But some young guys that probably was a video gamer or whatever, sitting somewhere, I should say guy or gal, sat there and came up with this thing, and it's a solution for the agricultural community because we're not able to produce enough food for ourselves, let alone don't even think China ain't already over it and on it, on top of it. That's where everybody's over there trying to figure this African thing out. And so back to the African thing where we started, how dare you tell us we ain't supposed to be trying to do business with other people of the diaspora? You know, I mean, that's initial reaction, but the real reaction is, hey brother, what's happening? What you need? What you doing? Maybe they all want to come over here and sell their goods and resources or find somebody to trade with. And we want to go there and sell them or find an opportunity and maybe invest. We have a very strong, large member now in the logistics business that is shipping 25 tons of rice a month to Ghana. 25 tons of rice a month. And so what is he saying? He said, man, it's a young guy too, but you know, it's a family business, but a young guy, he says, man, there's a lot of opportunity over here. Yeah, they got all the land in the world, but they can't grow enough food yet because they got to get the infrastructure and the technical part and all that kind of thing developed. So now I got to build warehouses. I got to build infrastructure, transportation to get the product once I get it off the ship into the under the land, through the duties and customs, and through the free trade zone, and distribute it to wherever it's being sold or consumed and all that. In the process, he said, yeah, they need a few other things. I said, man, go ahead on, because that is how you get in. You become a partner with the government. We bring economic development, as in local content. We teach people how to be, not only how to be a farmer, but how to be a truck driver or a fleet of trucks, or help get this product where it's supposed to go, and then bring some product back that we're going to send back across over here. So, I you know, you get me going. I'm blessed.
That's what I mean.
Live, it's healthy, and I appreciate everybody giving me a chance to even talk.
Speaking of that,
go ahead.
speaking of that, we do have 3 minutes to go.
Okay. Okay, well, Chuck, the whole idea, okay, is on these Saturdays, is you give a chance to what we call express yourself, okay? And that's what we're going to get enough guys are going to get enough opportunity to express themselves and tell about what is going on, okay? There's bits and pieces, but every Saturday, I would tell you in the past, what you bring to the table, okay, is stuff nobody knows about. Some of them may have heard about it, okay, may have heard a rumor about it, but you bring it facts to facts. And they was
We're bringing it to Main Street. We're bringing it to home, to here.
Right.
Here's a place. All you got to do is just push the button, send an email, ask somebody, and we're obligated for the most part to not say no. Challenge me, try and put me in a position where I got to say no. Ask for what you want, and I'm gonna tell you what it costs. But you can get it, you can do it, and if you don't have the money, we'll find a way to work it out.
You can't get no better than that.
No, and this is an army coming. It ain't just me, and it ain't just one organization alone. And you're gonna be seeing a whole lot more of it. I'm just setting this thing up, Ira, so that you know, when Denzel Washington in the movie, you know, they were trying to say I'm a black man. You know, which one is it? No, it's all of us. There's no one, but you can't take me out and take a movement out. You can try it, whatever, but I'm like, man, I'm happy to sit down because this team, these people such as yourself, such as the other entrepreneurs, such as the spirit and the intellectual capacity has never been greater. It's a beautiful day. I thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, right there, we're going to do this right this year. Okay, Rev, Scott, Chuck, Lowell,